Ronaldinho success!
Ta-da! Good evening, gamers. I for a split second I saw Meryl say the I I think no one acknowledged your "What's up, my fellow creamlets" because no one wants to be called a creamlet. God. Welcome in, Dozil. Hello, good evening. Hi, Getcha. I hope you have a good rest also. I was a little SLR, sorry late reply, but I hope you have a good sleep. Are you looking after Mr. Samson? Yes, they are right here. Look. They're as sea salty as ever. But yes, rest well. And also welcome in Meryl. Hi, 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 hi. Creamlets. I was thinking Scoopies. 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 Scoopy. it sounds weird on the tongue, but it's not horrible. We're in the crafting our name phase, you know? It may take a while. Also, welcome in Alice, hi. 10:30 stream? You're nuts. I gotta sleep earlier. No, it's not unfortunate, it's fortunate. I should sleep earlier. Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't do anything today, like, of importance, because I was out all day. Again, because I have to get up early to drive people to places. And that's all fine and good. But then I get home and I'm sleepy. I get home and make myself a yummy meal, and then I'm like, I'm sleepy. I'll take a 1 hour 30 nap. And then I do. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm sleepy. Hi. Thank you for the sub. Wow. Sleep early is good. Sleep schedule, nice. Sleep schedule, nice. Sleep schedule, good. Sleep. Sorry, I'm going to not acknowledge what happens with my physics, but 07 07, don't look. If I was ever an ice cream flavor, I want to be orange, raspberry, strawberry flavored. All three? You could be like sherbet. Sherbet. Orange sherbet is a very, very good flavor. It's quite up there for me because of how sweet it is and how like refreshing it is, you know? I will do my best though, Atlas. I need to properly work myself into the schedule. If you force yourself to stay up during the day, you'll be hella sleepy by night and get that good deep sleep. Yeah, that's what I like. I've been telling myself, don't fall asleep after like 3 p.m. Don't, absolutely not allowed, because you need to, I know I need to keep that until 2 a.m. when I actually sleep. Also, have any good food while out? Did I have any good food while out? Zam, you know, today was interesting. It's not about food, but I'll get into it. I wake up, it's like 7 a.m. and I'm wearing my fucking clothes from yesterday. So I just changed my pants. I changed into these thick pajama pants, and you know, I throw on some socks, throw on some shoes. I'm out of there. I I go with them, drop them off, and then come back home. And made myself food, like I said, made myself food, went to bed, woke up at like 1:30 something, and was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go pick you up now, okay, bye. And so I leave the house. I leave the house, I'm out there driving for 20 minutes. I get there, my sister is doing something, so I stay there for another 20 minutes. And I realized that I forgot to put a bra on. So that's gaming, like, in character. In actuality, I was sitting there in the car like, oh shit, my titty out. And after that, like, my mom and my sister wanted to go to the store, so I was like, damn, I want to go to the store too. Do you think anyone really cares about wow, noisy ass, hold on. Yeah, I am yelling at hold on. Quiet, hey. That's why you weren't there, no. Fuck. No, unbelievable. They were screaming because there was a roach, and then I opened their door and the roach came towards me. I screamed. Fuck. Anyway. Thank you. I am quite low on the screen, aren't I? Hold on. Hi, welcome in, Parsley Bunny. Sorry you had to hear that. I hope that probably picked up. My mic's pretty condenser mic. It probably picked up. Yeah, I never wear a bra. Thanks for reminding me, Bunny. I was talking about how, like, people probably don't care. It's fine that I'm in my long-ass pajama pants and, like, don't have a bra on and I still have instant noodle stains on my shirt. They're in the store for a different reason, and that reason is not to perceive me, you know? I'm just in their neat outfit. Art. Welcome in. If you hear screaming, it's fine. There's a roach, and understandably so. You would scream. You would scream if you saw a roach. I think. Especially you. But you heard... You, especially ours. I don't think I'm old enough for this stream. Shut the fuck up! But... Hear what? I got the no audio attack. Meryl. I'm sorry you're deaf. Anyway. Me? I would perform science experiment with the roach? Hi JV, welcome. I'm new to having boobs, so I have no idea what the norms are with bra. Oh, let's go! You've got new boobs? Crazy! I'm happy for you. Hold on. I gotta drink. Let's fucking go! How are your tits, bro? Or... bro's gender neutral. It's fine. But yeah, it's... I believe the norm is that we are in the land of the free, home of the brave. Especially the brave. I think you should have your tits out. And no need for band-aids or anything like that. It may be cold sometimes in the freezer section, but we live through those. We win those. Possibly with the magnif... Ugh. Just spray it. Simply spray it and be done. And harsh sun. Okay, true, valid. Yeah, right. I have a bad habit of saying, "Oh, this little dude" or "these little guys," or, but I think it's gender neutral. But that's only me, so I don't know if that's appropriate. I asked my cis women friends, and they all said I don't need to wear a bra, so I don't wear one to work ever, and no one ever says anything. Yeah, fuck yeah. I personally don't like being called bro, but I'm not a cop. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, I agree. You don't need to conform to shit. To shit like that. Sorry, I may be stupid. Bottom text. Don't drink and talk. But I know that I've been wanting to try like pasties ever since I learned about them, because they also seem super convenient for just like covering up the nip, you know? And they feel... I don't know how they work exactly. I bet you just stick them on, but they seem like they would be super comfortable, especially if you wear baggy clothes, because it's di halata, you know? it doesn't blend. It doesn't show. Yeah. Hi Katsu. I will drink and stretch and drink again. Thank you. You asked how my boobs are. I love them. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go. I love that. I love that for you. Thank you for the drinks. What are they called? I don't think I've heard, but I understand the concept. I've seen them be called pasties. Like, you just paste them on. I think it's spelled P-A-S-T-I-E-S, if you want to look it up and perceive. I'm sure it's in art. I'm sure it's been in art that you've seen. Maybe. I don't know. Wearing bras is fun, but uncomfortable. I think... yeah. Like, I have... not issues. What am I trying to say? I have small titty. So I don't really have like the back pain issues other than my fucking posture. But I feel like that's what makes it uncomfortable. Just the sheer units, this the sheer size. But yeah, if you just throw something comfy on, it's not too bad. But I would never wear a bra to bed. I want more of them. I didn't realize how much bras could be like part of my fashion. Oh, that's true. That's true. Wearing like a sports bra with a what do you call it? Big checkered. What do you call the big checkered flannels? Yeah, wearing a sports bra, blah blah blah. Sports bra with the flannel and like shorts is very gamer. It feels very like nice, you know? No support though. I mean, yeah, you just let them support these, you know? They're small, so I don't need support. But yeah, if your titties are huge, I might need them, especially if you're like, oh yeah. I feel like that's why sports bras are an invention, because you don't want them everywhere. Funny Filipino woman. Hi Justin, hi Mars. I'm unfortunately indeed the funny Filipino woman. Thank you. How are you doing today? Or parkouring? True. I had like a brief interest in parkour, but I realized then in that instant that I was also very unfit. But it's still really cool. I think soap shoes as a concept are really cool. Being able to slide down rails like Sonic the Hedgehog, that's fucking gamer. I like when my boobies bounce when I go up and downstairs. True, true. It's nice. Sometimes here's a girl thing. Like here's a female anatomy. Here's a I don't know how to make that like sound correct, but here's the thing. You ever just like touch titty? Like you sometimes you just want to grab them. Maybe that's just me. But it's nice. Here's an imboobied. Here's one for the imboobied folks. You just touch them. They feel nice. Let's go. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, it is Christmas in the Philippines. Merry Christmas. Maligayang Pasko. I mean, mine bounce when I exercise sometimes. Yeah, yeah, fuck yeah. Like male, I only discovered the joy of male titty through that one TikTok guy who has like, he squeezed his tit and it was like super soft. And my whole life, I had thought muscles were like hard, like bricked up all the time. But seeing him like squish it, I was like, whoa, what? Is this what people mean by male titty? Like man boob? Wow, cool. Well, not man boob. That's a different thing. But nowadays you can just make custom soap shoes? What the fuck? Metal with wax and outfiner? Oh fuck, I didn't know. Oh shit, I thought you had to buy soap shoes. Damn. No, I grab my own boobs all the time. Let's go! Let's go! And sanded a bit smooth. Oh shit, the boob? Wait. No, I'm kidding. I know what you're talking about. Most muscles are tone, yeah, but it's not always. Male titty is glorious. Oh, the beast. Yeah. Muscles only hard when flexed, otherwise that shit all bounce. Yeah, like, can you imagine being like 20 and thinking that that it's all like bodybuilder hard mass all the time? I used to like not be. I used to not. Hold on. Okay, successfully yelled at. Sorry about that. But Google Anji Mito and Giz on the man. Oh, you know I know. Anji, when they came out, not when they when they released Strive and I saw Anji Mito icon like clown to clown communication, my neuron activation rather. It's straight to the Zam. My blue boy with the glasses, fucking. I'm glad you're enjoying the topic. People don't talk about this enough? Really? Really? People don't people don't talk about titty enough? You think that, like, especially female YouTubers. I'm not. Oh, I got a topic for you. But that'll be in a bit. Let's fucking go. You like Anji too? Based. Soap, the shoe company, surely went defunct after 2001. No. Basically, there were concerns about impressionable kids going hard on her. Oh, but that could be applied to, like, any wheeled thing. Like Heelys or skateboards or... But I guess... I guess. Unfortunate, though. I can imagine that scenario because I was that scenario. Wait. Oh, wait. When the man... Meryl, do you have man titties? Let's go. So the company stopped making them, but it doesn't stop the triple gamer bros from making custom ones. Namely skaters, bikers, and parkour enthusiasts. Let's fucking go. I'm glad they're still, like, in circulation, or in existence at least. But, right. I was gonna say, you'd think boobies would be more talked about, especially amongst that class of female VTuber that just can't stop being lewd and... God. Ugh. You saw that post going around about that black backgrounded, just white text post about that rather entitled individual with 10k followers on Twitter and 17k followers on Twitch. They're like, I only get one Twitch payout, please. I'm sorry I can't be like the other big streamers and have all the 3 remodels every year and the memes that came out of it are very good though. I can't believe Strive invented yeah, they Strive. Testament. I also want to learn Testament. God, good opinions from Bunny. Good. Glad to know you. Glad to be shake. Unbelievable. Oh, baby. Do you know Pekora too? Are you that based also? Are you a fellow Pekora enjoyer? But yeah, the memes that came out of it were pretty funny. Kaji's version of it got me good. Because I thought it was just like a copy paste of it, but I looked closer and it was like about him specifically, and I was like, oh, Kaji, no, you are entertaining, no. I meant the not knowing about the muscle thing by 20. Ah, I see. Okay, shake. Same boat. I've got a set. Yeah, though, it pissed me off, the fucking... I'm sorry, I can't have 3 outfits. Really, though, imagine. Can you imagine? And, oh, this is a personal thing, but they're an artist. So, like, if you really wanted assets, make them. Nothing is stopping you from doing it yourself. If you really wanted new fucking overlays and shit, and new props all the time, do them, artist. Like, I'm not invalid for saying that, right? Like, sure, you might have a lot of work or commissions or something, but if you really like are at this point that you need to apologize for it and you feel that bad about not having like assets and stuff, the very least you could do is do them yourself, right? The Nene post, exactly. Atlas, I followed Bat for that take. Nene, best wife, her making little cute MS Paint assets, they're so good. They're like the best, bro. I would take that over like any like animated controller with 2 hands and the finger coordination thing. Fuck it. We just need a little PNG that shakes up and down. Have you seen the roller coaster meme of Nene where she just shakes the hands up and down? It's so good. She's so good. Also, of course, Bunny, you're very cool. If you ever want to play Strive, yeah, fuck, I need to get good first, but we have pew. We have a few people who play Strive in the Discord and have been wanting to. I've been meaning to be like, yeah, I want to play too, but I want to like get good first before I accept to the public let's play strive thing. I need practice, but then again, I haven't found the time to practice, so I keep, ugh, you know. Bro, you're an artist and you're not slapping PNGs on yourself? Uh-oh. Yeah. Like, like, oh, yeah, okay, this tangent goes to something also. She, like, I saw her Cult of the Lamb clip on her profile because I was just curious about what kind of content this person creates, you know? For this person to be so concerned over assets, and they have a good model also. Like, their model is one of those that definitely was the type that was like, here's my model, here's what it looks like, Twitter, and then it gets 10k responses. And then when they go to the stream, they're not fucking, they're not, you know what I mean? I can't say the words that are correct, but that situation, it's just that. Nene best wife, true! Okay, based. Tan needs to be good yet before public announcer. Ugh. I had the streamer confidence when I was streaming Strive. I didn't even look further into her content. Not worth it to give him the views, to be honest. They are not entertaining. Yeah. They... Also, did you put the slime mouth on me, Bunny? Because I'm... I'm being a little like a little toxic. I don't mean... Well, like, I have a valid opinion, bro. Like... You opened the clip on their Twitter. I'll give it to you here, so that you don't have to, click on it. But how I mentioned the type of VTuber that would talk about boobies and be lewd and stuff. It's just, you know how, VTuber with a voice that's kind of wispy and kind of like up here. Yeah, typical. Not typical, but like a lot of VShoujo, a couple of VShoujo, big streamers like this, and many other, not copycats, but like similar big VTubers. They have a higher pitch voice, and they kind of have like a wispiness to it for some reason. I don't know why they all do the same thing. Maybe it's just like a cuteness thing, but it couldn't be me. But you open the clip and it's like this, and she's talking about something, and then cock, penis, balls. And then the clip ends. And, you know, once you hear the cock, penis, balls, you already know what kind of content they create. No, I just put the slime mouse because oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I have a bunch of redeems because I went insane making this model. Slime mouth because drooling over man, but true. I mean, I'm one to appreciate. Toxic for throwing easy shade. Yeah, okay. Thank you for validating. Based. Thank you for the validation, but like that's just my opinion. You know? The classic interaction bait over Twitter to get numbers for a year before they actually go live. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's, you know, it's not even for a year. The occurrence that I'm thinking of, think of that person, that male who complained about a female getting like 2k followers just because of her model. That's a different situation, but the variable of the person having a good model and then getting that big interaction, right? This variable, my theory is they had that, and then for some reason they are worried about like keeping up that facade that they have to be a big VTuber and have all these assets and bullshit like that. It's tiring. Annoying. I don't know why I'm getting heated, but VTubers. Yeah, I am getting heated over VTubers. Like, I'm not gonna... They're... We turned the stove on here because I feel this. I follow an atypical, horny, low-tier V-tweeter because it lets me block at least 3 different... That's that multi-level chess strategy tactic. You follow one of them, you see who they interact with, so that you don't have to, like, see any more than needed. Like, you get the lewd, you get person C out of the equation. It's all connections, really. If you have connections, you're in. Ooh, hold on. I'm assuming you're made. Like you're good as long as it goes full circle. Yeah, though, like they have their circle of like similar people, right? But what was I gonna say about V-tweeters? Streamer can't read. Oh, streamers may be dumb. Have you heard that Amaranth wanted to start a new channel with the VTuber persona? No. What are the gamer thoughts on that? Bottom text. I think one, that defeats the whole purpose of her. Her whole like MO. I don't think any sane VTuber enjoyer would watch her. Because like what the fuck is going on out there? Jesus, they're throwing discourse too, I think. Oh fuck yeah, IRL using the VTuber tag. You seen that this week? Not this week, but I did go through the VTuber tag like pretty recently. And I saw just like some random older lady using the VTuber tag and she was walking in public like, huh? What? VTuber? I see, you're a hack. Understood. Ayo, Fata stream? Yeah, we should probably play the video game, huh? This, I wanna... Storm Shade kinda nice, though. No such thing as sane VTuber enjoyer, for real, for real. You're right. Also, IRL using VTuber tag again, that's been a bit. No rush here. Oh, okay. But welcome in, Wise. This isn't a Zatsudan? No, the tag's incorrect. The fuck? Since they're doing that VTuber event, people... the takeover with the minus V, the lowercase v. Yeah, I see. That's why it's like popping off again. Man, I remember they just did that when it popped off initially, the VTuber tag being live, and now they're doing it again. Wahoo! Wahoo cool! Wahoo cool! Okay, but to be honest, I've heard some wild grind stories about Amaranth. The girl wrings those sims dry of each penny and it's earned. Oh, okay. That is also like a valid like way to perceive it. She is absolutely gaming out of her mind. All she has to do is be there, and people from like Turkey are like, I can't show titty. Do you like men? One, it's a venue of people to interject and invest in what she produces. Two, she's in the idea to put fingers into multiple outlets of I don't think that's how you say that. But yeah. As in investments, which already spaced out about other things they done. And lastly, she sees it as a hot commodity due to... yeah, okay. That, you got the opinion of all time there. Yeah. It's kind of like how you make a clickbaity YouTube title and you know in your heart you don't type like that, but it's for the algorithm, you know? You gotta grab it while it's hot. You gotta, what do you call that? Cop the opportunity. And I mean, if people are genuinely interested in her personality, if that exists, if she has that, then they're gaming. Watch her as a VTuber. Enjoy her gaming content. No. Does she even do like anything other than be in a hot tub? I don't know. I don't know what she does other than ASMR. Oh, she's gonna be an ASMR VTuber. Fuck! Damn it! Yeah, we just want to talk about tits and VTweeters. GG. Yeah, it's been good so far. You're actually gagging on your man. Whatever makes them further relevant in media. If she lets up to keep engagement with the public, then her moment of fame would fade like most influencers. Yeah, that's true. It's it's like the feeling of please, I don't want my relevancy to die. I don't want my source of income to die. to quote Kaji's thing. I watched Amaranth interview with Entity. Man, I can speak to that's good for the voice acting stream later. Interview with Anthony Padilla, and she's kind of funny. Not like very though. That's good enough for a lot of people, to be honest. To be fair, she makes a me. Oh, a meal a month. Let's fucking go. I thought that said me as in like the Nintendo Wii me. Oh man, a meal of crazy. I didn't expect to read that. Fuck. I should make an OnlyFans. Shit, dude. I mean, you were joking about it, but if you get the RPers, bro, I think you could make a profit off that. If they really want to see you box, like get it, you know? I don't know who Quebblecop is. Feet only. It's the only way I've heard. Huh? Well, oh, that's true. You can have an OnlyFans for feet. You can have an OnlyFans for titty. You can make it like exclusive. Wow. Every month she makes one me on the Wii. Wow, that's so lucrative. Crazy. Are they all the same me? Wow. But, isn't that wild? Isn't that fucking crazy that people just they themselves are the content? Wait. Wait, I meant like photos. Stupid. I may be dumb bottom text. Is that GT? Oh, fucking annoying YouTube Shorts man has a VTuber? You're kidding. I hate I hate coming across those. They're so unfunny sometimes, really. Sometimes the GTA race funny moment is just like a Family Guy. It's just a Family Guy funny moment. I literally saw one of those, like, going through the trick courses, YouTube short video, TM. And it was just like Quagmire and Peter talking at their fucking, like, all of them at the bar. And I was like, this isn't a bit, this isn't original, this is just Family Guy. That's stealing. That's copyrighted, probably. The Kamiya Mama. Did you also see the second one where he like gamed everyone and like pronounced it even worse and people reacted to it and he melted them, bro. Everyone knows about the game on your mom. Instead of OnlyFans, sell your feet as an no NFT. Oh, bro, a fucking NFT, bro, stole my old Twitter from when I was like in college, like my old personal Twitter. I got a email like someone logged in at 9 p.m. I was like, okay, I get that kind of often. I'll fix that later. At 12, I go to the Twitter and I see that the profile picture is a fucking ape, and the username is stealyourgirl.nft or whatever, and I'm like, huh? Bruh? Yeah. I did change my password. Oh shit, I didn't write it down. I will forget it. Hold on. There's probably an exclamation point at the end because I was feeling a little saucy. Thank you for reminding me. It's actually serious if you use that password for multiple. I kinda do, but it's okay. I will change more of my passwords later. I should do that. I should actually do that. Done. Is this a sleeping stream? Oh shit, yeah. Well, It was a brother. It's going to be a Fata Morgana stream. I've been talking about funny things for 40 minutes. I think it should be the story part of the stream. Monkey Man made off with the account. Glad you got it back. They just logged in and changed details, and I don't know. I may be compromised. But anywho, Fata Morgana. Oh, yes. And also, no sound. It was a Zatsudan for just a bit. I should have more just chatting streams. Tanlore? What, me getting hacked by by an NFT bro? It's the beginning of my dark arc. This is a gaming stream. Oh, yes, it's a gaming stream. I just got sidetracked, that's all. I got mega sidetracked. It's Fata Morgana stream, actually. Yes. Also, hi, Em. Welcome in. I saw your email and I was like, I loved reading through it. I'm so excited to work on it. Thank you. Don't start from the beginning. Oh, no. I got hacked by an NFT bro, and it turned me evil. Our beloved tangents will always return next stream, or in 15 minutes. That's... shut up. Chatting streams could be nice. I feel like we get a nice chatting segment per stream, but more stream LMO. Oh, good is never a bad thing. Yeah. I'm slowly getting rid of the preconceived notion that it's like boring, or that I would be boring. I think it would be cool. I think I'm character growth. Yeah. I'm excited. Oh yeah, speaking of oh wait, before I talk about another thing. This one. Yeah. Speaking of jump scare. Ooh. I didn't Okay, I'll get back to the tangent later, but it's about the Netflix lore, and I will remind myself. Someone reminded me of the Netflix lore because it was Zill actually. And they were talking about how they had a little Netflix card, the little thingy that they send you. And I was like, oh. I'm just gonna take a sip before I start. Comfy streams are fine. Okay, I'm glad you think so then. The sleeping schedule, funny brain chemicals already putting over. True, actually. I have improved significantly. I'm alert now because eating lunch. Okay, let's go. Merry Christmas, yeah. Whenever I see boys and girls selling lanterns on the street. I don't know the rest of that song or meme. So, if I remember right, the last place that we were was white-haired girl. Ah, no, we were exploring the true, like, the truth of what happened in 1909. You know? Circadian rhythms, weird, oops, real, and actually a decent difference. It's wild, to be honest. I have grown. I've understood. Hi, hi Mazoku. I remember. Okay. Wait, did I remember? Oh, yeah. I remembered. This is like what really happened. Because the last time Giselle told this story, she told it as if she was... no, as if there was like magical shit happening. like Michelle having like the touch of death non-fighting game, like an actual touch that kills, and they're lovers and they can't touch each other, and it was that whole thing. But here we're getting a more realistic version of that story, wherein Michelle is just like a shut-in. I forget his circumstances for being in this mansion all by himself. He was sent here by his family, but I don't know the reason yet. And her circumstance is still the same. She's just not a witch, I think. She's just a regular girl. And she was sent here because her mom sent her here. His mom sent her here to be his maid. Essentially, yeah. I think this is her. Unless, yeah, it's her because they told me. They didn't tell me, but I perceived the information that when it's pink, it's her, and when it's blue, it's edgy boy. Once the door was shut, I found myself sucked back into a world of darkness. It hadn't even been 2 weeks, but the lack of light was beginning to become my normal. The outside world growing farther and farther away. Being holed up in here is definitely not good for me. Oof. I should go for a walk sometime. Maybe plant some flowers or vegetables. Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe I can grow that old tangle of roots into some fresh parsnip. What else do we have to plant? It'd be great if there were some flower seeds. Ugh. He listens to My Chemical Romance. Fuck, what's his voice again? What are you doing? Open the box, now. Oh, it's a box of food, by the way. Did my sad face not work? Hello? Did my sad face not work? Oh, fuck, bro. As you wish, master. Oh, there's food inside. In the box was a burlap sack filled with berries, root vegetables, and smoked meats, as well as an assortment of bread, fruits, and wine. Aside from the fruit and bread, everything else was the same as what Michelle kept in the cellar. And buried beneath the burlap sack was a single book. 1 book a month. He really hasn't gone outside in 10 years. Damn, he really hasn't gone outside. Just like me, for real, for real. It appears you have begun to grasp the situation. Ronaldinho sucker. You got me. That's what's in the box. Yeah, but why? This was delivered by someone from your house, master, wasn't it? Hello? Hi, Vaughn. Welcome in. Base, touching grass is cringe. Yeah, this man hasn't touched grass in 10 years. Also, he lives in complete darkness, which is base. That's why his PNG is carrying a candle around constantly, because he's boarded up all the windows. He refuses to, like, answer the door for people. He just has them leave the box of food at his door, and then he opens it and gets it. He has MCR posters in his room. He doesn't allow the woman to be in his room. And that's also pretty base. Michelle has good taste. He has good taste. Simple as. It is base. A servant, I assume. Why would they leave without saying anything? No one wants to talk to a cursed man. Oh yeah, I believe I'm cursed, by the way. That's why I always make the joke that he likes MCR and has a dark, twisted mind. Welcome to my twisted mind. No one wants to talk to a cursed man. In the past, they would occasionally check on me, but that hasn't happened recently. They think you're cursed? Right. You don't believe in curses. They're really real. Oh. Then come up with your own explanation, you fucking bitch. An excuse for them to want to stay away from me. That, for example, I killed someone, or maybe that I'm insane. He's just like me, the Joker. Oh my god. For real, for real. He's living my best life, absolutely. He's got the Sigma male grindset, that's for sure. The smile after he said those. Regardless, I'm not normal. She, internally, the next line is like parentheses, her thinking to herself, cringe. Bring the food down to the cellar, the book to the library. You are, of course, free to refuse and run back off into the woods. I'll do it. Alright. Then you take care of that. Cringe. Hey. What is it? I just noticed there's something else in here. It's wrapped in cloth. What could it be? Ooh, a painting. For you to hang up somewhere in the house, I presume? Ugh. It's so dark I can't see it very well, but I'm sure it's... Don't touch that! What? Oh. Michel, who had kept his distance from me until that point, suddenly marched over. Ooh, and ripped the painting from my grasp. Master. His face was twisted into a look I had never seen him make before. Was it indignation? Disgust? Hatred? Panic? I couldn't tell, but there was more than enough negative pressure to cause me to flinch back. Is that painting, perhaps, something important? A landscape painting of MCR's first album. He might... Please, there's a darkness inside me. The plot of Sonic Adventure 2 really fucked me up. I couldn't imagine you could understand. It was angry cringe, the worst of all. Ah, true. Don't touch my poster! He muttered under his breath, the tension melting away from his face. I was left looking at his usual blank, impenetrable expression. But his eyes were so fixated on the picture, staring at it unblinkingly. Why a landscape painting? Some kind of passive-aggressive message? It's not of anywhere nearby. Did they travel somewhere? Is this a fucking postcard of when they went to Cancun without me? Well, it's not of that girl, so that's an improvement. Master? Oh, you're still here? The fuck? Still here? Of course I'm still here. Who do you think you asked to take care of the package? What's with you? Just running over and snatching the painting from me. You scared me. Could you maybe explain yourself? What's so special about that painting? I don't believe that's any of your business. None of my... Of course it is. You ripped it out of my hands like I was some kind of thief. I have a right to know what that was all about. And maybe an apology while you're at it. You told me to open the box, so I did. Then all of a sudden you're angry. We're not equals. Oh, based. Oh my god. Holy shit, this game. This man... This man. The man must really love his FOB poster. God. He must have a lot. I can see it now. The BMTH, the 303, it's all there. We are not the same. Do not mistake yourself for my friend. You have a right to know. You have no such thing. You don't have to be rude. I'll say it again. Leave if you don't like it here. I never asked for you to be here. That was your wish. My wish? Are you out of your mind? I never asked for this. I never wished for it. Who in their right mind would want to be sent to some house in the middle of nowhere? Who would ever want to go through that? No, calm down, Giselle. You can't get angry. You're right. That is what I wanted. But I never wanted to make you mad, or for us to argue like this. I just wanted to get to know you better, to get closer to you. I mean, it would make things smoother for the both of us. It would make living together more enjoyable for us. Listen carefully. This is very important for you to understand, woman. Do not try to involve yourself with me. Do not go probing around for information. And if you can't do that, leave. I completely shut out. The glare he was giving me and the standoffish aura he was emanating were reflected in his tone of voice. Why? Why did he try to push me away like that? Oh, Jesus. Women fear the Sigma. Women are left confused, befuddled. This is her, by the way. Left distraught by this chat of a man. It seemed Giselle didn't really know much about me. Despite being sent here from my house, she was unaware of the monthly deliveries, as well as the reason why I lived in the mansion all by myself. Why, though, would they not have told her anything? Why had she been sent here, left completely in the dark? Giselle looked up at me, fear and bewilderment in her eyes, though I thought I could see a glint of suspicion beneath it all. Like her true feelings were bubbling to the surface. Almost like she wanted to say bad words at me, but she couldn't because she thought I should be nice, and so she was nice, like every other woman should do. Everyone had darkness in them, they kept it. Oh! Everyone has darkness in them they keep hidden. No one was exactly who they appeared to be. I'm so troubled. She was undoubtedly thinking, I'm not here because I want to be. I knew from the moment I first saw her that her bubbly, sweet affect was all a facade. Had she thought I was dense enough not to realize? I said that fancier than what they wrote. Oops. She was no different than anyone else. What I didn't understand, though, was why she refused to leave no matter how hard I pushed. What was she hiding beneath that innocent-looking face? What was she thinking? What did she carry on her shoulders? Everyone is hiding something, deceiving those around them. I had to figure out what she really was. May I ask you something? Yes? On the day you arrived, you said you made a teeny tiny mistake while working at my family's house. Tell me about that. What did you do at the Bollinger estate? In that moment, brief though it was, her disposition wavered. Fear? Terror? No, perhaps anger. I couldn't tell. Nevertheless, it was abundantly clear. Excuse me. It was abundantly clear that was a subject she had no interest in me breaching. And so, she had borne her fangs. Like her inner wolf. The black wolf inside her bore their fangs. Giselle, I need to ask you something. What's your favorite Fall Out Boy song? If you say something post 2012, I don't think I can let you in this house anymore. The smile she now donned was, let me take a sip of water to reset the tongue. I think the Fall Out Boy song that sticks quite vividly in my head is Where Did the Party Go? Blech, where did the party go? Because I think it's just because I was young, I just remembered the music video well of them being in that hospital area. That's all I remember. Maybe it wasn't that impressionable, but it was kind of a banger, yeah, and I don't remember too many other Fall Out Boy. I mean, is Light It Up Fall Out Boy? Yeah, no. Yes, it is. Yes, it is Fall Out. Okay, never mind. That one's good too. I like that. I like that era. I didn't really listen to much outside of like that year of Fall Out Boy stuff. I remember I was a fucking poser though. I listened to like one Mayday Parade song and then I saw like a print of it in some shop and I was like, oh, that's the band I listened to. I'm going to buy this crop top. Oh, Yes, the smile she donned now was visibly forced. It's nothing you need to concern yourself with, Master. I promise, it was an insignificant little thing. She couldn't say. Why couldn't she tell me? What had she done there? What did this woman know about that house? What did she know about me? What was concealed beneath that smile of hers? I'm the master of this house, and you are a servant. And still, you refuse to tell me? Well, like I said, it's nothing. There's no reason to bother you with a mere servant's personal blunders, Master. What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. Then you should be able to tell me exactly what you did at the Bollinger estate. I'm not going to say it how my head wants me to say it. Like I said. Tell me. Tell me. You won't tell me a thing about yourself, and yet you demand others. I'm going to take another sip of water. You won't tell me a thing about yourself, and yet you demand others to tell you about themselves. Here you are, practically threatening me. Demanding I tell you something I don't want to talk about, and yet you still haven't told me anything about the painting. This man is an oh-ho sayer, God. Oh. Oh, so I was right. You do have something to hide. What a manipulator. How many times must I repeat myself? We are not equals. Oh, I don't care if it's insignificant or something you don't want to talk about. If I say tell me, you're going to tell me, and that's it. What? I'm ordering you to tell me. Oh, shit. A trifling blunder would not get someone sent to live with a cursed man in a house spoken of so unfavorably. Whatever she had done at the Bollinger estate, that had something to do with why she was here. 1 second, I need to plug in my fancy light for my VTube studio tracking. Lord. I love it when I flip it more than 3 times, more than 4 times, and it won't cooperate. There, jeez. Ho ho, mukatte kuru no ka. If she truly hadn't done anything, then she... Oops. What? Then she had something to gain from... Oh, if she truly hadn't done anything, then she had something to gain from this place. Or possibly from me. And if that was the case, I had to get her to talk. Make me... Ooh. Giselle's eyes were open wide. I recognized the look she was giving me. I knew very well what that gaze meant. Oh? You're an abomination. It was the same as them. Fear, contempt, revulsion, repulsion. The way she acted, the way she spoke, it was exactly the same. You're no different. I made her uncomfortable. I made her afraid. She thought I was unpleasant. She thought I was despicable. She thought I was an abomination. Ugh. In a frenzy, I grabbed her by the shoulders, clamping down far more powerfully than I had meant to. Oh fuck. Oh my god. He gaslit himself into thinking that she hates him. Ow, stop! Her face, contorted in pain, morphed into someone else's. Who was I directing my anger at? Where is this rage being aimed? Who are you calling an abomination? Oh, what? What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Tell me, who? The black fury bubbling up from within me knew no end. The girl, she ridiculed me. She denied my identity with her glare. I couldn't escape from that phantom, that reality. What are you? I never called you. No, get away from me. Get your hands off me. Ooh. Giselle's scream. Oh, that was my regular voice. Jesus. Giselle's scream echoed in the entrance hall, rattling my eardrums. She frantically smacked my arms aside, and then I came back to my senses. She was standing a little ways away, breathing heavily, arms wrapped tight around her body, glowering at me, showing her opposition to my touching her. Enlightening. No. You just, you startled me, that's all. Some servant you are, telling your master not to touch you. Jesus. Oh, right. I have, you know, I'm, allergic to people. It's a very unique condition, I hear. I mean, can you believe that? See, you know how some people get all red and itchy when you touch a dog or cat? It's that, except for people, So, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I beg your forgiveness. Why don't you speak your mind? Speak your truth, woman. What? This is what's going through your mind right now. I have nothing to apologize for. No, that's not... I can somewhat sympathize with your plight. Being made to apologize even though you're hurting. You know I had to do that before. Sometimes I think I may be like an empath, like one of those like the special 10% of people who can like really identify with what you're feeling inside. I feel that. Like I feel that. Hey hybrid. Oh hey, I have that allergy too. We don't go outside. It's like hay fever, but it's all the time. Every year. All year round. I raised my hand. Oops. Yeah, technically hands. I raised my hand against you first, after all. Then you forgive me? Sympathy does not equate to forgiveness. You thought, bitch. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Now, you take care of the package. I'm heading back to my chambers. What is it? People cringe. You're not going to make me leave? After what I just did? No, I am not. For it would seem I can make you leave on your own whenever I so please. Oh, what did he mean by that? Oh, it upset her and she left. Besides, I had yet to learn what she had done. It would be exceedingly difficult to get the story from her own mouth, which left me with one option. To write a letter to my mother, as much as the very thought revolted me. Oh. How's the morning? It's quite early. Also, what a beautiful It is quite... Their relationship is, like, much different than the first time around. He's very much more aggressive in his, Sigma grind set, I think. Several days had passed since the package arrived. The end of my 3rd week living in the mansion was drawing near. Michel wasn't getting any friendlier either. He continued to either snub or bluntly dismiss me whenever we crossed paths. I didn't understand why he acted that way around me. But there was little point in asking when he seemed to think there was little point in... That was a weird sentence. But there was little point in asking when he seemed to think there was little point in talking to me at all. Although at first I had been sure there was some way to get him to warm up to me, the more time I spent in the mansion, the more my willpower began to feel like it was at its breaking point. I could tell myself to stay positive until I was blue in the face, but it would only work for so long. True, it'd be like that sometimes. Ew, I gotta talk to my mom. I gotta write her a letter about this Miss Maid that she sent me. The one pretty place in the whole house. I'm glad he hasn't covered it back up. Blue moonlight shone quietly through the stained glass window, vainly illuminating some of the room. Brr. I hadn't noticed until now, but the room with the stained glass window appeared to be modeled after a chapel. Really? I didn't notice this until now? Rows of pews faced the window, below which sat what used to be a pulpit. There was very little left of it though, and an awkward length of silver was mounted to the pulpit's front face. What was, I assumed, formerly a cross. Upon further reflection, rather than facing the window, the pews seemed to be pointed at the pulpit, or perhaps the cross hanging on it. I wasn't sure why there would be a chapel in a mansion, but I had no one to ask about it. For a house of this size, a statue of Christ or the Virgin Mary seems more appropriate. It's a very well-made chapel at any rate. I doubted Michel had had it built for himself. There would be no reason for him to cover the window if that were the case. Nor had I ever seen him come to pray. He doesn't seem like one to believe in God. God, I'm not even sure if God really existed, then surely the world would be a much more pleasant, peaceful place. No unfair disparities in money or power. No senseless misfortune. I certainly wouldn't have found myself here either. But God was evidently quite fond of giving mankind trials, so he would probably tell me with a straight face that this was one too. Zam, or perhaps we simply had a false impression of him, and he didn't actually give us anything. He merely sat back and watched from somewhere far, far away. It wasn't his job to bring peace to the world or ensure our laws were fair. That was all mankind's responsibility. Couldn't pronounce the inflection in mankind for a second. What the fuck? The comments in characters' voices, I love it. Yeah, it's fun to do. I want to do it more with other like voice stuff. I'm trying to get into the habit of it, you know, funny bits for the content. What? Oops. That was my bone. You didn't hear that. What is God? What are angels? I have no idea. Maybe the Bible has answers. Why should I pray to someone so far away? How do I know my prayer is even getting there? But still, it's not like I have any other options. Zam. I guess I could pray to get out of the situation. It's kinda rough. Don't you worry. It'll all work out, promise. I already know where I'm going to work. It's a really prominent noble house, way out of reach of some small-time merchants like us. You never know, this could be my big break. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't look so worried. I'll be just fine, honestly. I'll make enough money for us to get back onto our feet. Oh, for goodness sake, I can handle it. Leave everything to me. You just wait. I'll make our family into something you can be proud of. I'll be fine. Yeah, say bye to Mom for me. I probably won't be home for a while. What? You're afraid I'm going to make some careless mistake? I'm not that airheaded. I can be a refined and elegant young lady. Those nobles won't even know what to believe anymore. If you don't believe me, how about I give you a little taste? How are you doing this fine morning, master? Your morning beverage is ready, prepared with the utmost of care. See, how about that? Not bad, huh? What? You really think it sounded forced? Woo-woo-woo-woo-woo-woo. I was the daughter of a merchant who ran a shop on the capital's main street. My father had passed away in a plague, so it was just me, my mother, and my older sister. It would be a lie to say business was doing well. We struggled to squeak by day to day after taxes. But we couldn't just abandon the shop and leave the capital either. So we tried to make the best of what we were able to take in between the three of us. Then, my sister fell in love with a moderately well-off aristocrat. Both my mom and I were supportive of her and her desire to marry. But their union almost fell apart because she was not suitable for him. Merchants were hardly the lowest class. What we lacked instead was wealth. We needed another source of money beyond what? We needed another source of money beyond what the shop took in. After taxes, oh, I know. I read after taxes and I was like, damn, same. It do be like that. I'm so sad about the Steam taxes that are in the United States of America. My product was like $3.99 and then it became $4.17. I was like, what? That's a whole different number. You can't do this to me. If only we had money, my sister could get married. If only we had money, my mom wouldn't have to work so hard. If only we had money. It was then that someone from the distinguished Boulanger estate approached me. He said that they were in need of Abigails and would love to have me. He said that if I agreed to work for them, the Boulanger estate would take care of my family. Generally speaking, noble houses took Abigails from other, lower-ranked noble houses. It was unthinkable for someone of my status to receive such an offer, so I took it as a once-in-a-lifetime chance and accepted the offer. And that's how she became an Abigail for Edgy Guy's house. I just pray that nothing bad happens to my sister, and then Mom is getting enough money to live comfortably. That's all I can do. They're nobility. They have plenty of money. Enough to spare some. The light shining through the stained glass window began to grow murky, fading into blackness. It felt like a message from on high that, no, my prayers would not be answered. The bluish-white illumination shining down upon me disappeared as clouds blocked the moon. Oh, come on. You don't even want to look at a sullied woman like me? Oh, for heaven's sake. I never asked to end up like this. Wow. Zam. Jeez. Sorry, I missed a bit. Wasn't she his mother's Abigail for— oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like, of his house, she was an Abigail, and he was cast away for— or not cast away, I'm not sure quite yet. He's away from them for some reason. And as her Abigail, she was sent down here for some reason. They're nobility. Oops. No, I'm correct. They have plenty of money. Enough to spare some. She's just saying the things that she just said. For heaven's sake, I never asked to end up like this. Giselle was sitting at one of the pews in the room with the stained glass window. Just looking at her, you might have thought she was offering a prayer, but the words coming from her mouth were anything but prayerful. They were filled with resentment. They have plenty of money. A sullied woman. And then I never asked to end up like this. So this is what's beneath that facade. Most likely money's what she's after. All I need to do now is confirm my suspicions with them. Just what awful secrets will I uncover? I gave Giselle, sitting in the pew with her head drooped, a cursory glance before leaving the chapel. I had somewhere else to be. Excuse me. Doing the higher voices in the throat kind of bring out the burps in me. The bitterly cold outside air felt like dozens of needles flowing into my lungs. It had been so long since I had stepped beyond the mansion's walls. My man reads so much AO3, he's got the descriptors and everything, bro. Resentment? Bitch, she's still thinking what to do with life. Well, she's going through it. She's valid. Where was I? A thick mist canopied the night sky, blocking out the moonlight. Naturally, the heavens did not rejoice at my leaving the house. It had been 10 years since I had seen the mansion from outside. Wow, really? I mean, he said that before, but not even like the outside of the house, like the backyard? Damn. I mean, I wouldn't go outside the back either. For what purpose, you know? I guess he's valid. And it hadn't changed one bit. A gloomy scar upon the earth, shrouded in darkness. God, hardly the kind of place someone would enthusiastically approach. Nevertheless, it was better than that house. Yes? Who is it? Michelle. What? Michelle Boulanger? Just one moment. I'll be right there. Come in. It's a humble abode, but make yourself at home. Do we get to see the face of who this may be? Man. Wow, I must say, this is rather unexpected. Just one word, and I would have been up there in a heartbeat. And how was I supposed to do that? I am regrettably fresh out of carrier pigeons. Right. Yes. My apologies. This man, living in a small cottage not far from the mansion, had been hired by the Boulanger family. His job, to watch over me. That said, we never actually interacted. He was tasked with keeping track of whether I was still alive, and whether I remained in the mansion. True, I saw this fucked up TikTok. It was, you know, the usual... This guy's Hikikomori for real? Yeah, he's the Dark Lord of Hikikomori. Ugh. He's got it all. The edginess, the insideness, the edginess inside himness. Oh, but yeah, it was someone, the format of someone happily dancing to choir music while they tell their story, and it was about how, like, I complained to my landlord that I have bugs and roaches in my place all of a sudden. I complained to my landlord that I smelled something funny the next day. I complained to my neighbors that I complained also to them that I smelled something funny, and they were like, yeah, and the landlord told me to stop bothering them. I kept complaining until the landlord finally decided to say yes and check on the person next to me. They were dead for 2 weeks. TikTok content? Like, Jesus? That's traumatizing content? What the fuck? Can you imagine being in that? Like, what that made me think of, to be honest, was like, this probably isn't uncommon, this type of like grave traumatic story of people dying near you, right? But since we have this platform where we can just say whatever the fuck, like TikTok, and have it be like a, here's my, what do you call it? Here's my method of telling my story so I can cope, you know? It makes it to be perceived as like, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? It just made me think of how, like, people before probably experienced these things and they only could tell, like, their immediate family or something. Like, yeah, someone died in my apartment and it was crazy. And it would just stay there. But now that we have TikTok, it's like, wow, you can tell over 1 million plus people that someone died 3 feet away from you and you were sleeping 3 feet away from a dead body for 2 weeks. Like, what it made me think of is we live in a society. Yeah, we live in a society now, and that's crazy. Oh, I may be stupid. Internet and interconnectedness is wild. Yeah, it's like it's a feat of social. It's a feat of social and technology and all that. But wow, is it crazy to hear like such wild stories. And even to see them happen in real time. It's crazy. Like, I also saw one of like this woman intervening with a girl at night being approached by a creepy guy, and like seeing it like live is kind of like fuck, we live in a society that's really fucked up. It's a feat of social to it's a feat of social to be a social feat, to be honest. Yeah, if you successfully social your feet, then you got it made. Anywho, yeah, keeping track of him being alive, that made me think of that. The monthly package from my family was delivered to him, which he then passed on to me. It was insipidly convoluted, but it was indicative. Indicative. Indicatese. It was insipidly convoluted. Oh, I can't read. Let me drink another sip. Zam. It was insipidly convoluted, but it was indicative of how much they wanted to avoid anyone learning about me. Oh, well then, what can I do for you? The manservant was visibly rattled, afraid too, but not because of the difference in our social ranks. Oh, I'm going to become edgy. Hold up, wait a minute. Blah. I had a pretty good idea of what he'd been told about me. He was afraid of me, or more specifically, my curse. People fear that which they cannot comprehend, like post-hardcore rock. Not just children, adults as well. They fear demons, wishes, and curses, anything impure or not of this world, like me. But I had long since gotten to I had long since gotten used to being viewed as such. It didn't sadden me. It didn't disappoint me. It didn't pain me. I felt nothing. Some things were too foolish to concern yourself over. Though, it certainly doesn't make me feel good either. I was, on some level, annoyed. That woman's appearance at the mansion had created ripples in my once tranquil life. Ugh. So before I got into the real reason for my visit, I decided to take out a bit of my frustration. Oh! Raise your head. There's no need to be afraid. I don't know what you've been told, but I promise I don't bite. Where is this headed? Oh, the writers. The writers are... They're going crazy. They're going wild. How rude of me. You're right. My sincerest apologies. Your job is to keep watch over me. If the mere sight of me has you trembling, what do you do if I try to run? What do you do if I get a little closer? What would you do if we kissed? I would have little trouble escaping. That would be quite unfortunate. What will I ever tell your mother? I'm not sure that would end well at all. You could lose everything you've been paid so far. In fact, you might be lucky to get out with your life. Oops, that was him. Surely, your mother would not. You are aware of who you're dealing with, right? Michelle, the cursed youngest son of the Bollinger family, who made a pact with the devil. I don't need a blade to take your life. You wouldn't even make it back to report anything. Have mercy. Lord Michelle, please do not leave the mansion. Please, spare me. Only joking. Oh! I don't have the power to kill by way of curse. I have the power to kill by way of looks. The man fell silent, but the look on his face said, You are cursed though, aren't you? Once someone's got a... What? Once someone's got an idea planted in their head, it's nigh impossible to get rid of it. Social rank, he's like a loner. No guards. No guards, no servants, not even an asshole. Until recently. Why would anyone be scared of him? It's really just because of the stigma around him that he's like a witch and cursed and all that bullshit, you know? Do you even know how cringe I am? I could kill you with one secondhand touch. Just kidding. Just a prank, bro. You understand, right? It's just a little haha. A little hee-hee, a little... I'm so cursed that anyone can see it. That I need to be locked away in a dark mansion. All by myself. Only with one man watching me. What is this scenario that they have not, like, finished yet? I'm here because I had a question for you. Not to warn you that I plan to run away. Okay, this is the scenario. A question? For me? Yeah. Approximately 3 weeks ago, a black-haired woman came to the mansion. Tell me what you know about her. I was told there would be an Abigail coming, but that's all. I don't know anything else about her. I swear, that's all I know. I haven't been told anything else. I believe you. I never thought they would tell you anything. Right. He had been hired to observe me, but that's all he was. A hired hand. Michelle only needs one man. He's not asking for 6 dudes, he only needs one. He wouldn't be privy to the Boulanger family's internal affairs. Take this. A letter. I need you to deliver it to my mother. You could have just left it in the box from this month's package, and I would have collected it when I dropped off the next one. I'm in urgent need of information. Will you do this for me? Yes. Why, yes, absolutely. I'll fetch a delivery boy tomorrow morning. Much appreciated. Good night. You too. Do take care, Master. Oh my god. Lord Michelle. Yes? I said Michelle in the Obama voice by accident. Michelle. I need to, ask you about that letter. Yes? Is it true that you don't have, would you like me to sew your mouth shut so you can... No. Oh, what? Hold on. Would you like me to would you like me to sew your mouth shut so you can never open it again? Not at all. My sincerest apologies, Lord Michelle. That was horribly disrespectful. Honestly. Good night. Oh. Cursed I most certainly am. All that edge just to drop off the yeah, for some reason he was so like threatening to, well, I guess he was like evaluating his thoughts on himself, you know. Thank you for the drink. I should have got a I did get a cold water. Let's go. No! Hi, Juan. What's up? Why are you screaming no? I missed answering by now. No, it's okay. I'm not. I'm sorry, but also you don't have to worry about like. You don't have to worry about attending on time. You know how it is. It's completely like. I'm just grateful you're here. That's the baseline. Thank you. We Zazudon for like the first 40 minutes, so you didn't you didn't miss much of the story, if that's what you're interested in. My mother's response arrived just 10 days later. The delivery boy must have pushed his horse quite hard. What? It was almost exactly a month after Giselle had moved in. I want my delivery boy to, if you know what I mean. And shortly thereafter, on a bone-chilling night, everything came crashing down. What I read in that letter will shock you. The rift between us grew deeper, and the wall between us impossibly high, when I lay bare the scars in her chest, and mercilessly plunged my knife into them. Excuse me. Ugh, the edge. God. How did we get to this point? I hate everything. My spirits were getting darker and darker, like they were slowly sinking into a deep morass. Morass? Tune in next week for the contents of this amazing letter, after Giselle's portion of the story. You thought that you would get the answer. No. But number 7 will shock you. I'd been at the... Hello? I'd been at the mansion for a month, and every day since felt... Oh, and every day since felt twice as long as it was. I had been optimistic at first. I'd even had a little hope that me and Michelle could get along together. But it hadn't taken long for that hope to be shattered, and the cheer locked away inside me. We lived in the same house, but we never spoke anymore. On the few occasions we did cross paths, he just gave me a cold glare and nothing more, scorn and suspicion in his eyes. Whenever he looked at me like that, it felt as though my throat was being constricted, like I was deep underwater and running out of air. Like my very presence in the world was a crime. I never could have imagined just how agonizing constant rejection was. Yikes. I started despising others, despising myself. Oh no, she has the not good mindset. Fuck. Despising the world. Convinced there was no one who could set me free. I considered running away from everything, rather than live like this another day. But I would have done so long ago if that were actually an option. If they had found out I had fled, that I had acted outside their wishes, my mom and sister would pay. Oh, so she had fled the house, and she's just posing that, oh, they sent me here for you to take care of you. Ah. I had succeeded in allowing my sister to get married and my mom to live comfortably. What the fuck? Live comfortably. Live a comfort. There. I had given them happiness. I couldn't take that away from them again. Not after what I had to go through to do it. No, cut that out. Getting way too depressing, Giselle. Pull yourself together. That's not who you are. Be positive. The negativity didn't only come from my interactions with Michelle either. I tried my best. Damn, sorry. Comfortably is what I was trying to say. But comfortably. I kept saying comfortably. Ah, shit. Never mind. Speaking EXE has stopped responding. That's true. I'm gonna hard reset with water. Water is the turn it on and turn it back off again. Live comfortably. Comfortably. Silliest word. Comfortable. Comfortably. Benji Brick, hiya. Welcome in, readers. My name is Tan. Oh, Arcantos, hi. Well, oopsie. That's the text. Hi, though. Welcome in, Arcantos. Welcome in, Benji. And welcome in, unknown user notes. Wow. Benji forced us here. He forced us here. Welcome. Apex Legends. Uh-oh, I'm scrolling through the text. Oops. Apex Legend, cool. Are you good at Apex? Are you cracked, Benji? Thanks for shout out. How goes stream? It's good. Hi readers, my name's Tan. I'm an ice cream slime. Currently I'm reading a story, a visual novel about, currently, Giselle, who is a very, she's like this kind of character. She's trying to be more positive because she spends so much time with Michelle, who's like an edgy character, and he never like acknowledges her or anything. And he doesn't let her in her room. He never looks at her. Like, if I did look at her, it would be with like scorn, but that's only because I hate myself more than I hate anyone else, because I'm cursed. I was playing Cult of Lamb and creating my cult. Let's go! But I'm decent. My viewers can attest to my skills. Ask them. Can you attest to his skills? I am asking you. Oh no, can't have that. Gotta look at her. No, I can't. I'm cursed and I don't know why she's in my house. But it's quite an interesting story so far. Long story. But Cult of the Lamb is cool. I do like the aesthetic of it. The title screen itself is really nice. Benji did get that win before the raid. Let's go, let's go. Ending it on a good note. As you do. I'm glad. No, there seemed to be some kind of terrible presence within the mansion that twisted people's hearts. The mansion was, in fact, a bit of a logical, a local legend, not logical at all actually, which I had been informed about before being sent here. People claimed it was cursed, and that an evil witch had lived in it for many, many years. Michelle joked that he was the witch, but I didn't believe him. I'm not usually one to believe in magic or curses at all, but being here so long, I can't help but wonder. Anyway, it's honestly a lot of fun, but yeah, got the win. Yeah, Apex. Apex is, quite the game. It's a game. I'm not good at it. Let's leave it at that. And also, it's a game. But I'm glad. Story time. I'll be lurking and heading into bed because it's 1:16 a.m. here. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I hope you have a wonderful stream. We should play if you're ever interested. I have uninstalled Apex Legends. I do formally apologize. I will not play Apex Legends again, even for the friends that got me into it. I'm just out of that phase in my life. I'm a different person. I was not who I was 5 minutes ago. But thank you for the follow, unknown. Or user, or knows. What would you prefer to be called? Also, hi Vermoon, welcome in. Hi, this is one of my favorite stories. I haven't finished the DLCs yet though. There's DLC? One of the DLCs is voice acting? Let's go! Oh, ooh, I didn't know. This is my first playthrough of Fata Morgana, and we're at the part where it's 1909, but no, 1099, but they're telling the actual truth, I think, this time. After the whole reveal of Giselle being who she is. It's been very nice so far. Even if the DLC has voice acting, I'm probably still going to voice. I'll hear the voice that they give them and I'll be upset that it's not my voice. I'll be like, what? That's not how she is. That's not her character at all. Where's my edgy MCR loving boy? Apex flavor was surgically removed from this ice cream slime. Oh, I know. I'm working on uploading VODs from past. And I had so many Apex streams, bro. I was so cringe too. I ran with my gun out all the time and it's so bad. It's so horrible. But, you know, I was a different person. Not sure how different the PC version is. Switch got the edition with all the... Damn, I didn't know it came out on the Switch too. With DLC. Crazy. Fata Morgana devs gaming, huh? I didn't know that. Benji calls me user. Okay. Noted. Anyway, things can't go on like this. If I was to remain in this house, the situation needed to improve. A lot. I was going to lose my mind if my mind just, like, immediately sidetracked to, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here? I was going to lose my mind if things kept up the way they were. I was ready to give up once, but I'm going to try closing the distance between us again. Michelle's edge voice will always be canon to me. Let's go! That's a good... I'm glad I achieved that goal of, like, headcanoning. Oh, you notice now. What? What? Yeah, this was #1 game of 2021 on Switch Metacritic. Huh. What? No way. #1 game of 2021 on Switch Metacritic? That's insane. That's insane to hear. The score is what made me look into the game. Ah, oh well. People, whenever they talk about Fata Morgana, they always talk about it in such a good light and in such high regard, and I'm like, damn, maybe I'll do it on stream, I said like a year ago, and now we're here. And like, my venue of discovering it was on sale on Steam, and it seemed very like, whoa, what an interesting title. And so I was like, yeah, I'll wishlist it. And then it went on sale and then I got it. And now I've met a lot of cool people who also like Fata Morgana through these streams, so I'm very grateful. Including you. Highest rated VN, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised because I'm not really a big VN reader either. Closest thing is like Danganronpa, probably. There's probably another one I'm thinking of, or that I've read, but I can't think of it. Wait, did I say goodnight to Benji? Oh, did I say goodnight to Benji? Benji, goodnight. Thank you for the raid. I apologize if I didn't actually say goodnight. Did I say goodnight? Fuck. No. I've disappointed my boy. Damn it. #1 game on 2021. Nothing better than that year reading a good story. I suppose. I mean, 2021 wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm kidding. Wait. Yes. If I could get him to open up even the tiniest bit, then maybe that would make living here a little easier. I wasn't going to try to make us best friends or anything. Just repair our relationship enough that being around each other wasn't torturous. I've got my work cut out for me. How do I even begin that conversation? Heck, what is that conversation even going to be about? Maybe I should hold off. Do it another day. No, I've made up my mind to do this, so I should get to it quickly. The longer I wait, the worse things are going to get. And eventually, there won't be any fixing anything. We need to talk. We need to be in the same room for more than 10 seconds, and we need to get to know each other. He needs to know that he's not the reason I have something to hide. Okay, let's do this. Mwah! 96 critic and 86 user score. Most negative reviews being this is not a game. Ah, well, they're valid on that front. It's quite literally visual novel. Excuse me. And those people gave it 1. Ah, they brought down the average, huh? Well, they're valid, but still, if they thought it was good, then that's unnecessary, but you know. It was surprising to hear that it was the game of 2021. Which, surely there were games in 2021. I know no one really shit that year, but damn. Fata Morgana? Yeah, they tank him, huh? I made my way to Michelle's chambers, which he had told me to stay away from. My stride was slow and ponderous, but at the very least, I did my best to keep some semblance of a smile on my face. This is one time where I'd really like to have someone to give me a little nudge. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Pardon, Master. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Master? I guess he's not here. The door wasn't locked. As was the rest of the house, his room was shrouded in darkness. Is she going in? The only light came from the candle in my hand. You're not allowed to go in there. Oh, Master? Are you there, Master? You are not allowed to be in this room. Ooh, and then he's gonna walk in and then he's gonna get mad and then... I guess I missed him. It's probably best if I don't stick around for long. He's already got a less than stellar impression of me. I don't want to imagine what'll happen if he thinks I've been snooping through his room. Yeah, I should get out of here. I spun around on my heels, taking a step toward the door, and, lo and behold, when I caught sight of an object draped in a black sheet. I knew I had to get out of there as quickly as possible, but I was intrigued by that object. Something he kept hidden in a room I was forbidden to enter. Maybe it was a clue to discovering Michelle's secrets. I reached my hand down toward the object, knowing good and well I shouldn't. Was it because I wanted to learn more about him? Was it because I wanted to tear down the veil he hid behind? Or was it the whispers of the witch? Oh, ooh, oh no, she's in the sanctum. Ooh, oh, wait, that's pretty. What do we have here? I pulled off the sheet, revealing a framed painting of what appeared to be a noble woman with porcelain white skin. Ooh. Ooh. What stood out about her, though, was that the woman's hair was as pale as her skin. And then, Michelle walked in because that's what's going to happen. Wah! I noticed something else. wide gashes ravaged the canvas, damaging her face beyond repair. What the? I imagined it had once been Okay. So this is the white-haired girl, isn't it? This is my thinking, but I'm interested to see like the relevance. This is the white-haired girl of lore and ages. I imagined it had once been a painting of a beautiful woman, but there was hardly a trace of that left. The only feeling it inspired anymore was a deep chill. This damage was not accidental. It was deliberate, angry, and the contempt emanating from within the frame was stifling. Thick, suffocating blackness seeped into me. Why would anyone? She was surely a most beautiful woman. Angelic, even. A storm of questions assaulted me. When did white-haired girl get painted? Or did I miss that or something? This is new to me too. My immediate theory was like, oh, Giselle's story has her as the white-haired girl because she saw this painting and that's what she wanted to be? That's what she envisioned things as, maybe? Or she wanted to put herself in her place, perhaps? I'm not sure. I don't know. But this painting specifically, it's lore. It's just that it was sent in the box. In the monthly box of food that they had opened together. And he was like, oh, don't touch that. And she was like, what the fuck? And then, he hid it in his room and stabbed it, apparently. Is it? The color might have gotten, oh, like muddied? You mean? I mean, they said porcelain white hair, porcelain white skin and hair just like it, so I assume white-haired girl. Michelle just left her body at the door. What? Michelle just left her body at the door and a note saying, get this painted now. I'm thinking this is the witch who lived here. Morgana, quote, the fate of Morgana is this. She does seem rather witchy. Well, we'll find out. A storm of questions assaulted me. Who was she? Why had her face been carved up? Why had the painting been covered? What had happened? Who could have... There's only one person who could have done this. Michelle. Why on earth? Oh no, I knew he would walk in. You saw it, didn't you? Huh. You saw the painting, didn't you? You entered my room without permission, and you saw the painting, didn't you? Angelic, you say? There's nothing angelic about that damned woman. I scrambled to make some excuse, but nothing would come out of my mouth. All I could do was tremble. Oh! Jesus! Why did you enter my chambers? What were you looking for? Answer me. My mouth wouldn't move properly. I couldn't make my voice come out. It was like I wasn't even in my own body anymore. The wisps of air that were drawn into my lungs were expelled as hoarse gasps. Damn, Michelle, you already got a cursed touch. Why you strapped too? Damn, you keep that thing on him. Look how... There will be blood shed. My breaths were shallow and rapid. I was inhaling, but I wasn't getting any air. I was terrified. Terrified. Of his eyes, of his voice, of his feelings, of the knife he was holding up to me. Of the terrible past I was chained to. The man's voice, the man's very flesh, terrified me. What were you trying to find, and what were you planning to do with it? Answer me. Another thing you refuse to tell me, then? No, I'm trying. Nothing's coming out of my mouth, though. Everything's so bright, and I can't catch my breath. I can't breathe. That's fine, though. You don't have to tell me. I have a pretty good idea. An idea? What do you mean? Money is what brought you to the Bollinger estate, and it's what brought you to me, too. Oh, there are countless people who would love to see that house fall, and a noble family fears nothing more than disrepute. I didn't know how to say that word. I never read that word in my life, but I assume it's disrepute, as in bad reputation. You were, I presume, approached by someone scheming the Bollinger's downfall. And as it just so happens, the Bollingers have a very unfortunate secret, one they are quite desperate to keep under wraps. Me. Someone suspected I might still be alive, so they sent you to dig up information about me. My very existence threatens to tear down that house. The cursed youngest... delicious. The cursed youngest son of the Bollinger family. Michel, who made a pact with the devil. Who is supposed to be dead, but is very much alive. You sweet-talked your way into that house, and into information about me and my present situation, and you meant to trade that information for money. I bet whoever it is put quite a handsome price on it too. Or maybe the one plotting to ruin the Bollinger family is you. That's not true. Then enlighten me. Please, hear me out. I didn't know anything about you. I wasn't sniffing around or trying to bring you harm in any way. Then tell me, if that's not the reason you wormed your way into the Bollinger estate, and that's not what you're doing here, then tell me what it is. Tell me why you came to this mansion. You want me to tell you about that? Ma'am, you will die. You will quite literally die if you don't tell your actual truth right here, right now. How ridiculous. Like, I mean, I suppose she has her, you know, holdbacks too about it. Our edgelord has quite the imagination. Yeah. That's what happens when you, sometimes when you think too much. Sometimes when you think too much, you think the wrong thing, and you believe the wrong thing. It's kind of rough. No way. That's asking way too much. Tell me. I swear, I haven't done anything to wrong you. I simply wanted to make our life together a little more comfortable. To bring some warmth to this frigid relationship we have. That's the only reason I wanted to find out more about you. I must assume I'm right then, Giselle. I must tell him he's wrong. I must tell him I mean no harm. But I can't say anything. I'm scared. It's best to tell the truth, absolutely. It fixes a lot of problems. Like, Zam, who would have thought being honest helps lift guilt from your consciousness? Man, it's really crazy. I recommend it. Telling the truth is pretty based. A merchant's daughter became an Abigail at a noble house. Could you come up with a more obvious lie? Your father's the one who... Wait, how does he know that I'm from a merchant family? You look perplexed. I may be imprisoned in this house, not free to move about as I please, but I have my ways. I know everything. Everything? Then he knows about that too. Oh yes, I do know. Please, don't. In your quest for money... Don't say it! You slept with my father. Oh... Interesting. What to heck? That's not what I expected. Meant Michel plunged his knife into my heart. Oh. Zam! He carved through my chest with those words, causing me to completely lose control of myself. Zam! In a panicked frenzy, and probably screaming all the way, I knocked the man aside and ran and ran and ran. I could hear a clap of thunder in the distance. Oh, how I wished a bolt of lightning would come in oops. One thing I can tell you is that I always tell the truth because I am a terrible liar. Yeah, same. Yeah, I was thinking about joining like an Among Us, like I was going through the mind process of having to do that, and I realized, man, I would be so bad at like, I would either have to make my scheme extremely elaborate, like knowing step 1, I would have to know like my path from electrical like straight to the antennas and then back into the main room, and then I would have to like just plead that my alibis would line up with someone else's, like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this, and they go yeah, I remember seeing you too. And then like, you know, having to as an imposter make up my oh no, actually I don't think you have to do that anymore. You can just say what fake tasks you have, which is nice, pretty good, pretty nice, I'd say. Like I would either have to think about every single aspect, or I would just like cave, like, yeah, I kinda killed him. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like someone will say their theory and I'm like, you got me. Oh, how I wished a bolt of lightning would come crashing down upon me. Maybe if God burned my tainted flesh with the divine thunderbolt, it would get rid of some of the filth. But the jagged streaks of light cascading across the dark clouds did not strike me, only creating restless grumbles in the sky. She is panting. A lot. Why? I knew that if I fled that mansion, I would likely be causing trouble for my mom and sister, but I was helpless to stop myself. All I could do was run from all that. Sorry, my mind flashed to like the previous telling of this story where they like legitimately were in love, and it was a lovers like forbidden lovers type of story. But for this to be the twist of the real one, like damn. Well, I don't know if it's real, but like it's completely different. Like they don't get close at all. She's only here because of money. She had some regard for him, but like, he had no regard for her because like he knew the objective truth, but not that like she wanted to better their relationship or anything, but still she was there. Well, we don't know her reason for being there, I guess. Also, I dropped something. One sec. I was messing with my earphones and I dropped the little jelly thing. If someone accuses you of being the imposter, you can just say, that sounds like something a killer would say. Yeah, that's also true. You double mind game them. Yes, just triple mind game them, quadruple mind game them even. But then that's also a valid tactic where you just like continue the conversation until the time is up and no one can decide. Good old social deduction tactics. All I could do was run from all that threatened me with no regard for the consequences. Before long, small droplets of rain began falling, which soon grew heavy enough to penetrate the forest canopy and reach the ground where I stood. The downpour drowned out my tears and my cries. Because I had rushed from the mansion without even putting on a cloak, each cold, winter droplet stung bitterly against my flesh. But the bite of the rain was like a warm embrace compared to what I'd been through before. Oh. Michelle had spoken the truth. As much as I wanted to deny it, to avert my eyes. Reality was forever engraved in this body. No, no, I don't want to think about it. But I had no say in the matter. Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Oh, get out of my head! Get out of my head! Oh, she has her bad thoughts. No. Antonine. Oh. People, boy who called wolf you. Yeah. Yeah, that's also true. Like, but then again, there's that cheeky person that'll be like, yeah, bet? And then they vote you. And then other people vote you and you're like, fuck. Fuck, it didn't work. My mind game didn't work. Come over here, Giselle. Okay. May I ask why you asked me here so late at night, Master? Oh, I just wanted to have a little chat. Care for some wine? Come closer and I'll pour you a glass. I had this wine imported from up north. They use very hard water and like it rather tart, so it leaves quite the lasting impression on your tongue. And yet, it goes down so easily, you just can't seem to stop. What do you say? Have a sip. Or does your expertise as a trader allow you to evaluate a wine's quality without tasting it? No, but, Please, Giselle, don't trample all over my good graces. Very well then. I will have a sip, Master, but no more. Oh. Have you ever considered growing out your hair? Having long hair made it difficult to do my job. You're not a merchant anymore, though. You deserve to look like the woman you truly are. I have no doubt longer hair would accentuate your natural beauty. It's a gorgeous shade of black, so deep a man could get lost in it for years. It would contrast the color of your skin fabulously. Highlight your eyes, your cheekbones, your nape, your shoulders, and your chest. I should get going. Oh, but we're not done talking yet. I would not want a lack of sleep to interfere with my ability to work tomorrow. Thank you very much for the wine. It was delicious. No need to be so cold-hearted now. From the moment I first laid eyes on you. Master, that's enough fooling around for one night. Now, don't be afraid. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. I simply want to express my love. Let go of me. I only came here to work. Nothing I choked on my own. I choked on my own words. It's a very intense scenario. I got scared. Not really, but I only came here to work, nothing more. The first time I saw you, I thought it would be a tragic waste to leave you to wither away, working at some little street side shop. Stop! You can't tell me you didn't know a merchant girl had no place in a house like this, even as a servant. There's only one reason you would be allowed here. No, I swear, it never even crossed my mind. It would seem you're even more— sorry. It would seem you're even more innocent than you look. But you figured it all out by now, haven't you? No. Stop this! Keep your voice down. Do not shout, Giselle. If anyone Hey, let's not get choking involved. Oh, it's not only happening to me. If anyone were to find out about this, you would be the one shouldering the consequences, not me. But you're a maid, and I'm the master of the house. Whose word do you think holds more weight? Don't worry, I won't do anything to hurt you. I promise your family will be exceptionally well taken care of. Your mother will have the comfortable life you wanted for her. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I am going to assault you. Sorry. Thank you. But you know what will happen if you raise a fuss and make a fool of yourself. Not only will your family not get not only will your family not get any of our money, and not only will your sister not get to marry, you'll all spend the rest of your lives on the streets. How could you be so cruel? This is blackmail. Blackmail? For a merchant's daughter, you don't know much about trade, do you? Then let me give you a little lesson about market value. The goods you're after, Giselle, are not cheap. Understand? Oh? Now, let me see that beautiful body of yours. Oh, he was an older man, so I hadn't expected him to be very strong. But I couldn't break free of his grip, and I found myself entirely at his mercy. Beneath the gaudy outfits lay a hungry beast, and I was seeing the creature's true colors for the first time that day. The aging man ran his disgusting, slobbery tongue across my exposed skin. Everything he placed his hands upon withered away. Every piece of flesh he pressed his lips against putrefied, rotted, decayed, rankled. I trembled in revulsion, at which the man laughed, seemingly interpreting it as something else. I wondered what kind of place hell was. If hell's wardens only flayed and carved their prisoners, I would have preferred that instead. I would have rather been sliced into tiny little chunks and cast into the hellfire. I would have chosen eternal torment over being touched by this man another second. But I didn't get to choose my hell. Eventually, the man forced open the gates that I had been holding fast, and spread his festering death inside me. No. No. Don't tell me there's no way a child came out of this and... Oh, I'm thinking the thoughts. And I'm wondering... Oh. Listen to me, Giselle. It is in both of our best interests to keep this between the two of us. If you can do that, I'd continue to do good by you and your family. No, don't look at me like that, please. I'm thrilled to have you here in this house, Giselle. She has long since lost her mind, after all. It's torture just being in the same room. And my sons, they hardly ever come home. But you, Giselle, you give color to my dull life. You make it exciting once again. Now go on back to your room. I'll be waiting here at the same time next week. That's quite the allegory. Allegory. Oh yeah, it was banger. That's like really well written. That is a disgustingly perfect way to write that. Wow, yeah. Zam. Yeah. Mega barf. Bleh. But it's like, it makes you feel the disgust. Like, you can visualize how icky it must have felt. How horrible she must have felt. She was forced to feel, rather. Man. I couldn't escape from that man's grasp. Not when he used my family against me. Some weeks, I would just not go to his chambers, my one feeble means of resistance. But when I did that, he would send another Abigail to come find me the next day. I couldn't ignore his summons when he got other people involved. And then, when the two of us were alone, the mask would come off, and he would discipline me for not showing up before taking care of his usual business. Oh. On good days, he would leave bruises in inconspicuous places, my abdomen, my inner thighs. But he went as but he went as far as carving a word into my skin with a knife. Harlot. That was why I was afraid of knives. Oh, honey. Oh my god. No wonder she was like terrified. Fuck. Youch. That was why I was nom, 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 nom. That was why I was afraid of men shouting. I wasn't even sure what to regret anymore. Damn. I kind of felt that line. Damn. I was in far too deep. There was no turning back the clock. I even considered taking my own life on more than one occasion. But every time the thought crossed my mind, happy memories came with it. Back when it was just the three of us girls, in the shop. Life may not have been easy, but it was never dull either. I didn't want to end my life at its absolute lowest point. I wanted, if just temporarily, to go back to the way things were. That objective was the only thing that allowed me to keep going. When I was in his presence, I tried to convince myself I was merely an object. I had no emotions, so... Oh, damn. Wah. Who's the one who goes insane here again? Me! I had no emotions, so he couldn't hurt me. I was merely a vessel, a construct of flesh and bones. I'll drink the cold water to soothe this aching inside. Ah, what a story. Man, I didn't expect it to take a turn like this. This visual novel, this game of the year is really well written, by the way. I've been having a great time voice acting it and just reading it, and like several times within this stream I read the inner dialogue with my own voice because I was like so excited about it. Like, oh, I grabbed my chest. What? His hands couldn't reach my heart, for it was not connected to my body. Doing that made it a little easier to bear, but the reality was, it was impossible to completely... But the reality was, it was impossible to completely sever my heart from my body. Lydia. You're Giselle, aren't you? One day, the mistress of the estate stopped me in the halls. She had supposedly once been quite beautiful, but now she was only haggard and bony. Her skin dry, her eyes sunken, her hair faded and stripped of its luster, her head down, her cracked lips barely moving as she spoke. Age didn't appear to be the only thing working its merciless magic on her either. There seemed to be something eating away at her from the inside too, something that could burst at the lightest touch. Yes, I'm Giselle. Is there something I can do for you? The mistress rarely ever left her chambers. I had been told it had been years since she attended family supper. So, what would bring her to come looking for someone like me? What? I wasn't sure I wanted to know the answer. You're having relations with my husband, aren't you? You are, aren't you? Madam. You wretched creature. She was telling me the truth. One of my trusty maids caught a glimpse of you through the crack in the door. She saw you with him, you filthy rat. You seduced my husband. Ah, you devil, you conniving witch. You don't get it, do you? You don't realize how grievous your sin is, do you? Someone, anyone, restrain this girl. She's a demon, a devil. Tie her up and hand her over to the clergy. No, that won't be enough. A witch, you have to burn her bones, scatter the ashes, or she'll just come back to life. Yes, execute her. Kill this woman. Burn the witch. Seize the piece she's stolen from me. Cursed. It's cursed. This house is cursed. Not only has it taken away my daughter, now it's trying to take away my husband. Oh God, please shine thy cleansing light upon this house. I knew it would be a waste of breath trying blah 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 blah. What the fuck? Where's the hero that saves this girl? Oh, this is Fata Morgana. There are no heroes, and there is mostly tragedy. Only tragedy. It's pretty dark and heavy, as you've seen. I knew it would be a waste of breath trying to talk to her. She was not of sound mind. There was madness in her eyes. I didn't even have to make a fuss about it. It happened all on its own. If there was no way around it, then I should have just done it myself after the first time. Oh, my bones. I didn't have the energy to argue with her, or to cry, or to shout. Before long, a crowd began to form around me and the sobbing mistress, and in it stood him. I assumed he would just stand back and watch, but much to my surprise, he stepped in, with an embarrassed look on his face, to try to settle his wife down and convince her not to have me executed. Maybe he did have a heart after all. No. Or maybe he just wanted to save face. He wanted to save something, and it wasn't face. Regardless, instead of being burned at the stake, it was decided that I would be sent away to some remote forest. Ah, so that's why she is here. Turns out Michelle's parents really are the worst. Turns out, that might be what you get. I mean, head is attached to the face. You know what? You're right. One of the previous Bollinger family heads had purchased a mansion there long ago, but it had been abandoned because of the stories people told about it. They said a cursed witch dwelled in the house. She had returned to life after being executed, and now skulked about in the darkness. What if people, like, saw the inside of the house and saw Michelle's long hair and they were like, oh, woman, witch. It was just him, like, being inside there with a blanket on, eating, like, macaroni and cheese while walking around at 2 a.m. It was the perfect place to banish a sinner. And so, accused of adultery, I was in a carriage on my way out of the capital the next day. Wow, and that's where the chapter starts. I hope my mom and sister are all right. The two of them will believe in me, even if no one else does. The wooden wheels turned, carrying me away to that cursed mansion. Just a silent coachman and a single sullied passenger. Looking out through the window, I could see the city walls slowly fading into the distance behind us. I doubted I would ever set foot in this land again. Ever cross the Grand Pont again. It was a saddening reality, but at the same time, I felt a surge of relief. I had finally escaped from that house. I had finally escaped from that man. This sense of freedom slightly lessened the weight of everything else I was feeling. Damn. Oh. A good while after we left the capital, the coachman handed me a letter. On the sheet of parchment with a rather startling revelation. There was someone else already living at the house where I was to reside. The Bollinger's youngest child. But the letter didn't say why he had been sent to the cursed mansion, only that he was there. Beyond that, the letter only made a single request. That I look after him and not ask any questions. So I'm not just being sent off to the middle of nowhere. I still have work to do. If I look after whoever's at the mansion, then they'll do the same for my family. I don't have much to say in the matter either way, I suppose. The carriage rattled and shook as it traversed the stony path, and bouncing around inside it, I resolved to take back my life, the peace I had once known, the cheerfulness I had lost, and to do so, I would forget. Oh, the cheerfulness. Oh, man. Lock away my memories. Sorry, that line kinda... Damn, that line kinda went hard. Strive for the cheerfulness you once lost. Zam. 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 After having like being in such a bad sexual situation. Zam. Oh. And to do so, I would forget. Lock away my memories. Bury every terrible thing that had happened to me. Cast aside those memories and find my smile once more. I have no idea who I'm going to find there, but they couldn't possibly do anything worse to me. Well, damn. I'll greet them with a smile and do my best to build up a decent relationship with them. I figured, since the both of us had been banished to the same cursed mansion, there would probably be other things we had in common. Funny voice game. Funny voice game. Teehee. Did I make that the title of the stream? We're reading the funny voice game with no serious topics at all. Teehee. God, words said before disaster for real, for real. I didn't know it would be like this. I didn't know it would be like this. I started the stream like, haha, it's going to be a fun, we're just going to go through their love story. It's a story. it's Damn, they really got me with the left hook into another left hook. I did not expect it. Exactly. Oh, speaking of though, it is about that time we can finish up and then raid someone. That'll be nice. It was a good time. And so I would forget it all and get my life back. Get my smile back. And that was everything that led up to me arriving at the mansion. All the wounds I never wanted to open again. Oh, and now she has an open wound. Ha ha ha. Fuck. I didn't want to think about that. I've been trying so hard to forget about it. I wanted to forget all about it. So why? Why did you have to make me remember? All I did was believe that we could make things work. Why? How could you? God, I can't take it anymore. Once the memories had broken free, they all flooded back with perfect clarity. Exactly how he ran his hands across me. Exactly where he hit me. Where he cut me. Like I was going through it again, this very moment. The rain was cooling me down on the inside, but so much nauseating heat had built up in my gut. I vomited all over the ground. I threw up, and I threw up, and I threw up until there was nothing left but bile. And when I had nothing left to expel, the strength evacuated from my knees and I collapsed. I didn't know if everything was blurry because of the rain, or because my eyes had decided they were done looking at anything. The whole world twisted before me. Michelle's no different. My attempts to get close to him, to always keep a smile on, it was all a waste. Oh, I hate that it was all a waste feeling. Especially with a person. Oh. The look in his eyes was terrifying. Like he didn't believe in anything at all. So he probably wouldn't have believed me if I had told him the truth. If he's convinced I have an ulterior motive, there's probably no changing his mind. Such a cold rain. If I lie down here and go to sleep, I wonder if all the warmth will eventually drain from my body, and then I'll decompose and become part of the earth. You know, that might actually be nice. I'd like that. I always thought I didn't want to die, that I wanted to go back to the way things were. But who cares anymore? I did my best after all, and that still got me nowhere. Cheerful Giselle was all just a farce. And when I'm dead, all my worry for my mom and my sister will fade away with me. Oh God, I doubt you have a place for me on high. I am, after all, an unclean woman, and I've given up on living altogether. But even if I can't get into heaven, that's okay. I want release. The rain pitter-pattered down through the leaves overhead, chilling my skin. The cold spread through my flesh and into my bones, my heart and lungs and stomach, freezing me like a block of ice. My consciousness drifted away from me, and the world slipped through my fingers. More than fear, I felt relief. Utter black, and that, I was sure, was the end of me. Oh. And that, I was sure, was the end of me. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't want to be Michelle. I don't think I'm Michelle anymore. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this person is. I thought they were Michelle. I thought they were the other woman. They're neither. I am, even now, putting her through a harrowing experience. Digging up the memories she locked away, the past she wanted to pretend never happened, and laying it all before her once more. But I must get her back to who she once was, even if means forcing her to endure this. She must remember everything, because I need to know. Why did she become the maid? And what secrets does this house hold? You're... Michelle. Oh, I'm Michelle. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I am Michelle. I was... Huh? Oh, wait. I am Michelle? Yes, my name... Oh, yes. My name is... For real, for real? Yes, my name is Michelle. I am not the white-haired girl. The person you were searching for was the man who once hurt you deeply. Me. Why? What was her why referring to? Eureka, I'm Michelle! What? Giselle hijacked Michelle's body. No, Giselle hijacked white-haired girl body for like 4 decades. Not 4 decades, but 4 doors. Or, well, I don't know if that theory is exactly true. Maybe it's just a white-haired girl. I don't know. Her name is Robert Paulson. I returned with the ramen. Welcome back. We are Michelle. Us, the character, we are Michelle. What was her why referring to? Why I hurt her? Or why I'm here? Or perhaps why I didn't show up until now? Not having an answer for her, I clench her cold hands in mine. She was at the mansion the whole time for like years and years and years, and Michelle left, and he came back. Oh, I wonder, were her hands this cold that night too? There's still more we need to see though, and it's still too soon for me to apologize. When she's gotten everything back, then, only then can I. Once she's reclaimed herself, that is when I must tell her. Excuse me. Oh, he said the line! Now, let us return to our past. Our story has only just begun. No matter what we thought or what we desired, no matter what we lost or how much pain we suffered, we must not shut this door. Oh! Perfect darkness embraces us once more. I can see nothing, not even the woman beside me. But I shall not let go of her hand. I do not want her to slip away from me. I do not want to lose her. Oh! Damn. Huh, I wonder if he did something worse later. Maybe that's the worst that he did. I'm not sure, and then he's coming back to like... Oh, I wonder if he did something worse later. Uh-oh. Stay with me. Are you alright? Oh. Oh, thank goodness, you're awake. How's your head? Can you see me? What? You had me scared silly there. I thought I might have lost you for good. I'm really glad you're alive. Where am I? And who? Oh, it's a man. Is this man? What was I doing? You feeling up for any food? I can whip up some porridge for you right quick. I was in the forest. It was raining. Before that, I was at the mansion. I feel sick. Like there's still something in my stomach. No, thank you. I don't want anything. You really should have something. You need to keep up your energy. Unless you want to conk out again. Conk out? What era is this? This isn't 1099 at all. Sounds good to me. I'd rather never wake up at all. You're not in the highest of spirits either, it seems. All the more reason to get something warm in you. Please, have something. I've got some milk on the fire. I bet you can handle a cup of that. You start losing all hope once they get swept up in a ship, and I think it's time to end the stream. But I wonder who this man's is. I wonder who this man's is, if it's like the same man that's watching over Michelle because they're in the same area, or maybe it's a different man, or I don't know. We'll find out next time. Why would he need her to remember more to apologize? I don't know. Maybe like having her remember the whole truth will set her free or something, like break the curse that is upon her emotionally. Like, well, metaphorically. I'm loving the voice acting. Thank you, Mars. You always have such nice compliments. Thank you. You're so sweet. Let's save. We didn't do that in a while. Wow. Rational, irrational. Yeah. The end of me. Holy. Wow, 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 wow. Are you celebrating Halloween this year, Tan? I mean, I could go for a walk. Yeah, it's not too bad, I think. Are you? Milk for a person with a weak stomach. Huh, that's quite the idea. Yeah, what if she's lactose intolerant? It just makes her more upset, like, oh, what did you put in the milk? Oh god, they haven't invented lactose intolerance yet. I don't know what this ailment is. I will close the game also. Yoop. Yoop. Good. Thank you for joining me on this stream. Holy shit, a lot happened in that story. Gosh dang. Possibly enjoy the sights and designs while driving through town. Hell yeah. I think I would enjoy that too. Yeah, I'd celebrate like that. I remember when it was like Christmas time when I was living in Germany, driving through the little like cobblestone and like village houses and stuff and having the Christmas lights everywhere as well was super pretty. It was very like brochure looking. Very, very scenic. Even if it wasn't really a scene. No, it's a scene. It's a very cozy, nice thing to imagine, you know? Thank you for Pachis. It's time to rest. Discount candy is quite good after, that's true. Free candy, good. Discount candy, good. Candy that has been in your room since last Halloween, not so good. Is this a bad time to mention I cleaned out my food that I have in my room? There was a lot of expired things. Wait, no, to be fair, that wasn't me. That was all my sister's food, so I'm gaming, but I also had some foods that were my responsibility and I did not eat them, but you know what? It's okay. So, how much longer do you think this game is? I'd imagined time for finale part 60. Fuck. I imagine. Ah, you're right. Because like Now I don't know, that wasn't the last door. Now she has more lore to uncover. I'd say 2 more streams. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Have you played before? I'd say, I think we're... Who has played before? Raise your hand. Everyone in the Zoom call, please raise your hand. Who's played Fata Morgana before? Is tan edible? Yeah, made out of ice cream slime. It's not toxic or poisonous or anything. I mean, if you like eating slime. Possibly 5 more hours tops. Okay, 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 okay. Visual novels typically have multiple routes, which calls for replay value. That's true. I think I'll only go through the one route that I'm going through, and maybe if I'm interested, go through some other text. Because there were several points where I could do other things. But yeah, we could do that. I've given up on trying to guess where the story's going. Yeah, same here. I really thought it would be like, oh, visual novel, love stories, tragedy, 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 worse tragedy. Now it's giving me like good scenes, and I'm like, there can't be something worse. There's always something worse. In a different way, it's always gonna be something worse, it seems. And if it's anything like 999, it's gotta be about as long as the player wants to find their... Ah, I see. So it may be like that. Can be toxic in yandere phase. Maybe. You'd still like me, right? 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 Imagine a wholesome visual novel. Wow. Really? I don't think the Dead by Daylight. I think you get killed in the Dead by Daylight sim and you like it. Uh, ah. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me be a viewer real quick and see what this person is doing. Yeah, Neo's vibing. Nero, cozy Nero, cozy underscore Nero of Twitch.tv fame is vibing, but at what cost? Tuh, I cannot speak. For you, it's on the mouse, is one of his tags. Very good. I'm going to do the raid, and we're going to give an ice cream raid. We're going to do the thing. 999 keeps appearing in my life. Ah, it's a sign. Speaking of 999, Wise is thinking of doing a voice through of that too. And I'm thinking of joining it, so it'll be fun. I don't know who I'd want to voice yet, but you already know. I'm on that voice shit. I'm on that Danganronpa shit every other Saturday on Cole and the Golden's channel, and I'm going to be on that 999 shit whenever you decide. But thank you so much again for being here. You know I always appreciate it. I don't know if I say it enough. Like, I could make a post on... You know how people make the post on Twitter like, thank you so much for 600 followers. That would you appreciate you. I should do that because I haven't done that for like every milestone that I have ignored thus far. But I'll do it eventually. Dollops, I will consider. Like, someone's gonna say something and then it'll just be like decided then and there. Keep throwing them out there. I believe in you. But yes, thank you. Troubling story. Thank you for the troubling story. Thank you for the secondhand trauma. I think I should end the stream now. Goodbye.